I want to take you inside the world of a family facing cancer and talk about how these tough talks go and how they don't go sometimes. This is my sister. She was a 42-year-old mom, and she worked full-time. Her husband was a Detroit firefighter and a hockey dad. She had 3 sons, aged 10, 8, and 3. She was diagnosed at 42 with stage 4 colorectal cancer, which had metastasized to her liver. This was cancer of the worst kind. It was big and it had spread. At one point, she asked the surgeon how much time she had. He told her about a year. The oncologist went crazy. How could he tell you that? How does he know? I'm hoping for 2 to 3 years. Of course, my sister didn't hear the hoping part. I went with the year. She went with the 2 to 3. She died a year to the day that the surgeon told her. So at this point, we were all over the board. Maybe there's still hope. Her time was limited, but how long did she really have? We didn't know for sure. Even the doctors couldn't agree. So who the hell knew? After Christmas in 2005, my sister fell off a cliff. She was weak. Her stomach was distended. She was in pain. We were told to come into the ER on a Sunday, admitted for tests. We found out on Monday that her clinical oncologist was at a conference for an entire week. So we asked the HEMONT team to have the conversation with us. Our exact words were, we'd rather you be 50% sure there's nothing more you can do and send her home to have time with her family than to keep her here for another week or however long and be 90% sure you're going to tell us the same thing. Let her go home. We were reassured over and over again every day this team came that that's not where we were. And they weren't willing to have the conversation with us. And we needed to be told that there was nothing more that they could do. She needed someone to tell her that she was done, that there was nothing more that they could do for her, and not have her make that decision herself. And that's not what happened. When her primary oncologist finally came back, and yes, we were still in the hospital, we said we were done. He spent an hour plus with us. She shared with him how he'd gotten her through parts of the journey that she didn't think she could get through. He said he was sorry for how this had ended and that he wasn't able to help her. He had validated her, and as his doctor said, you matter to me. And you know what? Maybe in the end, that's all that patients and families want to hear. It's a sad story with a happy ending. When we went home, we had 10 magical, amazing days. There was love, there was laughter, there were lunches. I mean, she perked up and held court. But had we been able to have those tough talks when we begged, we would have had more of these days. My sister came home to my house and never left, dying there in peace after 10 days surrounded by her loved ones. And her last 10 days were nothing short of magical. So please don't not have the tough talks, because when you do, there can be freedom, there can be liberation, and there can be lots of magic out here. Trust me, it happened for us.